Nah, there's no way.
What a guy.
Well, we are
What you
about
doing
a
today?
$50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Whenever you get over here.
As those New York Jets get set to face off.
When's later?
Denver Broncos.
Like 1 or 2.
All right.
This will not be fielded. It's
Madden, it takes some getting used to. 2K controls a little different, especially the dribbles. So I need to start getting better at that.
Okay. I'll hit you up around 1 or 2.
All right.
Alright.
Hello.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
I'm playing
First and 10. McDonald caught here by
playing Madden right now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Yeah.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You like apple juice?
Sometimes.
And now they'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Block, and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They're looking for
I'm
Judy,
so
but it's
retarded.
intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
From the gun on third down. McDonald, good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They run forward with Breida, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the first down, first and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They go play action with McDonald, steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, a run with Breida. That's strong running. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Rashawn Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry this
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Complete to Jake.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Locke.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that'll be
my goodness.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. Flushed out right.
Oh, my.
Intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And his kick is good.
Jets 21. Broncos nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Locke. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
at the 43-yard line.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he's got this one complete to Perriman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Yes, 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On first down, it's Lindsay. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get 1 score closer.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with it, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. On first down, here's Breida. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they're handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. 8-yard line.
Hey. Hey, what's wrong? Holy crap, man.
Get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Are you hungry? What's wrong with her, man?
You've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to pull off of what he does. If he boxes inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it to
Third down, both over the head.
If he stays outside,
No,
you go
I
and
handle
the
that.
running back. In this case, hold it and get good yardage himself.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's all you have to do.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Locke's pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.